If you were riding the underdog at UFC London, you got paid in a big way because underdogs went 7-6 on the night, turning a profit of just over 6.5 units. There was 6 fights where the favorite closed at minus 150 or better, coin flip fights as we like to call them, and the underdog came through in 5 of them. So what exactly caused the dog parade to roll in at UFC London? This was a classic UFC London card. Loads of competitive matchmaking where the skill gaps were thin. The rankings didn't really tell the story. And when you're dealing with coin flip fights, any edge, timing, camp prep, durability can be enough to tilt things in the dog's favor. We saw it loud and clear with Chris Duncan. He was given just 13% of the picks pre-fight, a plus odds long shot, and then comes out and snatches a guillotine choke in the second round. Duncan credited Dustin Poirier for leveling up his grappling game, and it definitely showed. It's moments like this that remind us that the lines don't always account for growth behind the scenes. Another factor is that favorites often get love at the betting window, and that inflates the underdog value significantly. When the public rushes to back a more well-known name, it leaves a lot of room for sharp bettors to grab value on the other side, especially when the matchup is closer than it seems on paper. And don't discount the psychological edge here. Underdogs come in with basically nothing to lose, while favorites often carry the burden of the measure of expectation. That dynamic played out across the entire card at UFC London. Hungry fighters took risks, while some chalk fighters came out looking hesitant and flat. It wasn't just the dogs that were cashing at UFC London either. Total bettors had a field day. The over hit at 9-4 for 2 units, and the fight goes the distance prop earned 4.4 units on the night with the exact same record. So what fueled these marathon matchups? This card was loaded with well-paired fights, lots of technical battles and back-and-forth exchanges where neither fighter really pulled away. That's a recipe for scorecards basically every time. Another factor was that fighters weren't really out there looking for highlight reel chaos. A lot of them came in with strategic, measured approaches, managing cardio and scoring points instead of chasing finishes. It's that cautious pacing that pushed fights into the deeper waters. And let's not forget the durability factor either. There were multiple fighters on this card who ate big shots, survived bad positions, and just refused to go away. That kind of grit is gold for overbettors. The bottom line, UFC London 2025 was a gold mine for bettors who trusted the data, looked for sharp dog value, and backed the distance prop when it made sense. Underdogs and overs were the name of the game, and if you had your finger on the pulse of these trends, you walked away with money in hand. Let's see if the markets adjust heading into the next UFC card in Mexico City.